Hello everyone, my name's Bob Jordan. I'm the Director of Studies here at the Bell Language Centre at Assumption College, Tonbury. I'm here to talk to you today about the Matium course that we run here. Okay, so I'm going to speak to you today about who Bell are as a company. I'm going to speak to you about the course that we run, the teaching methods that we use, the assessment strategies we have, and finally the results that we get. So first up, who are Bell? Well, Bell are a British company and they operate in the UK, and they are a non-profit organisation. They are English language specialists and they've been around for quite a long time, since 1955. So, as I mentioned, Bell are English language experts. They focus heavily on teacher training. They work with Cambridge University to deliver some of their teacher training content. And they do that in the UK and globally online as well. They also focus on language education, primarily with English schools and supporting English schools with students who don't speak English as their first language. They also offer courses for study abroad programs in the UK. Lastly, they focus on language assessment. Again, they work with Cambridge University to help deliver their ESOL examinations. They're very, very similar to companies like the British Council and International House. You've probably heard of both of those, as they are based in Bangkok as well. They've got a number of different sites around the UK. The main site, or the main school, is in Cambridge, and then they also have sites in London and St Albans. Globally, they work with a lot of different schools, universities and educational institutions. You may recognise some of the logos behind me. Assumption College Ban Rak would be the most obvious one, and then you've got the Thai Japanese Association School and Stanford University. All of the institutions behind me have had Bell Centres or worked with Bell in the past to help set up their English language educational departments. Okay, next up I'd like to speak to you about the course that we have here at Bell ACT. We have one main drive, or one main purpose for our course, and that is to give our students the English language that they will need to access the global community. The world is becoming more and more digitized, and English is the main language that people use and will use to communicate in this digital world. We want to give our students the language that they'll need to be able to access that community. At Bell, we have a blended curriculum, or a blended course. It's divided between language, which focuses on the grammar and vocabulary, and skills, which focus on the 4 different skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. The way it works is that we take a large group of 55 students in their homeroom, and then we test them and split them into ability classes. This model of streaming classes is beneficial to learners because they all study with peers of a similar ability. They can study at the same pace, and they find generally learning less stressful. If the content is too hard for a learner, then they can't understand any of it. If it's too easy, then it becomes boring. This model avoids those kind of situations. Having students in small groups also means that the teachers can spend more time with each individual student. It also allows them to tailor the lesson content to the individual needs of that group. We also tailor the actual course content to the ability of the learners. So in Matium 1, the top ability class will study very different content to what the low ability class would study. And what this does is it creates an environment for success, where every student feels like they have achieved something with their time that they've spent at Bell. It doesn't matter the level that you get or how high you are or how well you achieve. What matters is that a student makes progress while they are with us at Bell. From the point that they started to the point that they leave, we want to see that they have gotten better at English. And we believe in every single one of our students. We believe in the highest performers, and we give those students more difficult content. We really push them with more difficult exams. We also believe in the students who find English really difficult, and we give those students additional reading help classes, and we tailor the course content, like giving them phonics in Matthew 1 to help them catch up with their reading and writing. Okay, next up, let's talk about the Bell teaching method. At Bell, we believe that learning is an active process. You won't find Bell teachers standing at the front of the class explaining grammar concepts to children. We believe that they have to learn and notice grammar through doing tasks. This model of learning is based on the Cambridge University model. It's used in their teacher training courses, the CELTA and the Delta. And as you may know, Cambridge University are probably the leading institution around the world with regards to English language education, so we follow their model. And what that means is that every child at Bell receives modern, high quality lessons while they study here. Teacher training is also really, really important to us. Our teachers are the greatest asset that we have, and we spend a lot of time working with them and doing teacher training to again ensure that the lesson quality maintains at such a high standard. We also have quality assurance visits from Bell UK. They come here once or twice a year to make sure that we are meeting UK teaching standards. I'm really pleased to say that the last 2 quality assurance visits that we had, we received excellent feedback. In fact, it was said that the teaching and learning that's taking place at our centre was of excellent standard, and we got the highest band awarded to us for teaching, learning and professional development. Next, I'd like to speak to you about assessment. In 2014, Bell ACT became a Cambridge University exam preparation centre. That means that we help Cambridge University deliver their ESOL examinations here. At Bell, we use something called the Common European Framework of Reference, or CEFR. Basically, it's just 7 levels that are used to categorise someone's ability in English. So my English ability would come in at a C2 because I'm from England, it's my first language. Someone who is just learning their first couple of words and can put a basic sentence together would be at an A1 level. We use this system at Bell to assess our learners and to track their progress over the 3-year programme. At the end of the course, students will do an external exam with Cambridge University, and they will get a CEFR level allocated to them based on that test. The reason why we do those tests is that it's really useful when applying to colleges, universities, study abroad programs and jobs. Lastly, I'd like to tell you about the results that we get at Bell ACT. When explaining the results, I'm going to reference 2 different things. One of them will be the CEFR levels, which I explained earlier, and the second one will be the IELTS band that they would get. So, to start off with, the top 5 to 10% of our students would finish the course at a B2 level, which is an incredible achievement. B2 is roughly a 6.5 in IELTS, and at 15 that means that they have the English ability to go and study at university, which is, as I said, quite an incredible achievement. The next 30 to 40% of our students finish at a B1 level, again a very, very strong level for a student at 15. A B1 roughly translates as an IELTS Band 5, and as some of you may know, a lot of international universities only ask for a 5.5 to study there. So again, very strong for a 15-year-old. The last group, 55% to 65% of our students finish the course at an A2 level. That translates to a Band 4, or actually a little bit below a Band 4 in IELTS. At A2, it basically says that a person has learned the foundations and the basics, and that they're ready to move on to that B1, B2 independent user stage. So that is also a great achievement. Okay, that's everything that I wanted to talk about today. I hope you found the information that I gave useful. I will be downstairs to answer any questions that you have based on this presentation or Bell in general. And don't worry if you can't speak English, there will be someone there who can help translate for you. Thank you very much for your time. Bye bye.
Goddamn, that DJ made my day.